What's up, everybody? Ever since Lighthouse came out, I've pretty much lived on the map, specifically learning how to farm the new AI elements, the Rogue Usecs. These guys are absolutely cracked, so you're going to need a plan to go about fighting them. But they have 100% spawn rate, and they spawn with Tier 1 and Tier 2 gear. And without that gear being on the flea market this wipe, it's extremely important to get down a route where you're able to score it consistently. So without wasting any more time, here's everything I've learned about farming Rogue Usecs. Okay, so the Rogue Usecs. Since they're so repetitive, we've came up with a route where you can pretty much effectively farm them. Basically, if you follow along with this map that Nano PC and I put together, you'll have a pretty good success rate, hopefully. There's the starting points, the spawn points. There's 3 additional ones, one by Side Tunnel, Beach, and Coastal South. Those ones you don't need to worry about because, honestly, you don't want to run the route if you spawn in those. It takes too long to run across the map, so you might as well hit up Pikes Peak Villa, Grand Chalet, Village, and then head out via path to Shoreline. But if you do get one of these other spawn points, work your way to the starting point, the star on the map, and then you can continue from there. If you get this far east spawn, because this is the north, this is the south here, map's flipped. But if you get this far east spawn, basically work along the backside of the mountains and then down and meet up with this path here. To avoid the landmines, which are these guys right here, and these, just stay on the dirt path, avoid any of the grass, and try to skip on top of the mountain whenever you can to get down below. But meet up with this path and then get to this stopping point. We have the pathing, stopping point. The dotted lines are where you're going to scan, and we have the starting point, PMC spawns, obviously. But basically, get to this stopping point and scan onto the buildings. There's going to be 1 rogue spawn on top of this east building, 2 on top of the north building, and 2 on the west building, as well as 4 on the ground and 4 in the middle. You cannot get up and loot the ones on top of the building as far as I'm aware, but the ones on the grounds are free picking, and they're the ones you're going for anyways. And so once you make it to the starting point, get to the next stopping point and scan for the raider, or rather rogue, on the roof. Then make it to the next stopping point, which is at the doorway, peek through the crack, and kill the rogue on top of the north building that will be on the turret. And then scan the front side of the north building. There's 3 different spawns for the rogues in the north building. One's on the outside. They're going to be on the front side, the south side of the building here. One will be on the inside of the building here. And one will be on the outside of the west side of the building over here. But basically, scan for that front side. And then if they're not there, move over here and scan inside. If they're not there, move to this corner of the building here. Scan the back side of the building. If they're not there, you're also looking for them behind the truck over here whenever you scan the back side of the building. But yeah, if they're not there, move here and then continue on and scan. Whenever you get to the right here, make sure you scan across and kill the rogue off of the turret on the west building. They're no joke. They will kill you immediately if you spot them, or if they spot you rather. So you need to pick them off as you move. But basically, you're wanting to go in and do right-handed peeks versus the rogues. After you pick the first one, make sure you're in a good position because the other 3 will follow and start to investigate. So they'll maneuver to the same position every single time. You can try and take out them as they move if you're in a good position. But if you're not, then take out the first one and immediately back up and have faith that they're going to go to the same spot. If they spawn on the south side of the building and get shot from over here, they're going to go up here behind the truck and by the dumpsters and in the blue Connex. If they spawn on the west side of the building and they get shot, they will maneuver back behind the truck, 1 along the piping, and 1 will come up behind here and investigate. And then if they get shot from up here, they will all head towards the backside of the building. I don't like taking them from the backside up top at all. I stick to alongside the building. But either way, basically pick and move, and then once you get to this portion, usually you'll get the good enough loot to where you can just get out via the car or the northern checkpoint. But if you do want to continue moving on, then you can go down into the water treatment from a door right along the wall here. And make sure you, when you get down here, you position yourself along the hardcover to block yourself from the north building, and immediately pick off the rogue that will be on the turret on the south side of the west building. And then turn around and do the same thing to the rogue that'll be on the north building. The one off the east building should already be dead because you killed him, but you know, you can always scan it just to be safe. Then you'll move up to the next hardcover spot. It'll be like a little water treatment looking building, and then just scan out the next spots. These are like circular divots, and the rogues will spawn inside of them. But if they do roam out, they'll be usually on this corner here, on the northeast corner. One or two will be right here, and then one or two will be right here. And so kind of just work your way around and do right-handed peeks into them. That's why we circle around this way instead of just cutting straight through and going around the other way. Make sure you're always circling in and doing right-handed peeks. But yeah, that is pretty much the rogue farming and how to do it effectively. I'll have this map posted down below as well. But yeah, I'm going to send you guys on over to the next portion where I do a live PMC raid and show you guys exactly how to execute this raid with just a VPO. So enjoy. Okay, so here we are on the southeast side of the water treatment facility. We're going to run along this path on the outside wall and look to take out the raider, or rogue rather, on the east side building's roof. The primary spawn for him is going to be on the south side right here. He's really slow to spot this push, so you can take your time and line up the shot. If he doesn't spawn there, he'll spawn in the middle of the roof, somewhere on that side. But likely you're going to get that shot. You're going to go up to this portion and then regain some stamina and look to reload your VPO. You don't want to be out of stamina on this next push because the rogues have eagle vision, except the guy in front of me. But most of the rogues have eagle vision and even better aim. And you basically want to move through this route very efficiently and quickly. So you want to ghost it. You don't want them to see you at all. And you want to get in and out quickly. Since tier 1 ammo and gear isn't available on the flea market this wipe, it's going to be important to get this route down, or a route, to secure some good gear. And this is going to be one of my favorites this wipe for sure. But basically, you're going to want to work through this building. A lot of times, there's not going to be anyone in this building yet. Depending on the spawn you had, you might need to be a little bit more wary. But you work up to this door and get over to the corner, and then slow lean peek to take out the raider on the roof. Missed my first shot. I think it hit the turret, actually. The second one got him. Then the next spot is the parking lot in between the two buildings. That's their secondary aggro position if they end up seeing a player or getting shot. The next spot is outside this front building. I overstepped there a little bit, but they didn't spot me. Pick out the first one. After you kill the first one, the other ones will move forward, typically a little bit faster. These guys snailed it, so I popped a couple shots. And unfortunately, this guy maneuvered around a little too much. And then I missed my shot. Tagged him there, but no headshot. And I'm going to click. Yep. Okay. So we need to reload. It's okay. It'll at least give a chance to show where they maneuver to. Like I was saying, they go in between the two buildings in the parking lot. It's going to be either in that first spot where I looked back by the boxes, behind the truck to the right there. But I saw him. He went in the container. That's their final spot. So just want to make sure I didn't mess up the vision there, but I'm almost positive I saw him. You can right-hand peek into him. It's extremely important you do right-hand peeks for these guys. And there he is. Free kill. That's all 4 of the rogues from this side. On the north side, there's going to be 4 rogues always on the north building, and then 4 rogues in the middle. 2 for the roof of the west building, 2 for the roof of the north building, and then 1 for the east building. We'll go ahead and loot up here. Before we go and hit the rogues on the front side, we're gonna go and take the rogue off of the building on the other west side. That way we're able to freely loot and not have to worry about him spotting and killing us. He's an easy kill the majority of the time. There he is. Now we can freely move. If you run in this corner, you can jump. It's a double jump. Oh, my stamina. I'll crawl under. But it's a double jump to get up and over that corner. I have like level 3 strength, level 2 strength. So I'm gonna scan the top of the roof, make sure no scavs spawn. Scavs will spawn in and start patrolling the roofs, and they can also hop on the turrets, so you have to be wary of them. We've already taken the rogue out over there. We are going to swap to our secondary weapon real quick. That way we could just easy pop the scope off without having to do the animation for it. Ditch the gun, take the MK and the pistol. We'll come back for this LBC rig once we get a backpack. The pockets will have grenades in, what we're looking for. And then their meds will be in the rig themselves. There's our backpack. Well, I'm pretty sure I saw a better backpack on the other raider there, or other rogue rather. Grab the better glasses. We won't want that rig. We're gonna be taking the gun and then the other rig, the LBCR rig instead. Yep, the guy does have a better backpack. We'll grab the rig right now though. And the better backpack. He's got some armor for us as well. Another helmet. Mag. That all over. We can actually take this and put it in as well. We have more room. We could go and get the raiders in the middle and really fill up, but this route honestly is about being efficient, and so you know, we're just going to go straight to the car extract. There's no point in risking it and pushing it in further. It's more of a time commitment, and we basically can get in and out extremely efficiently, extremely quickly, just farming those 4 rogues. If they had worse loot, most of the time they will spawn with that type of loot at the very minimum, but sometimes you'll get like, you know, a couple AKs and maybe an HK or something, and that's not the weapons you want. So you want to see what the second set of rogues have. So you push down into the middle, and basically right hand peek into them. But for the most part, the rogues, the first set, will always have enough loot for you to just get in and out. They like to spawn with scars, the AK-104s, and M4s a lot. I found SR-25 variants and HKs, then AK Zeniths as well. But for the most part, you know, I've yet to see one with a shotgun. They've all had, at the worst, tier 2 gear. But you just sprint up here, and the car is down at the end of the road. Pay your money, and you're out. And that's the run. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. If you have any questions or comments or tips and tricks of your own, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel grow. And then you'll also be notified whenever I put out new content. And then I also do live streams Tuesday through Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, usually around for 8 hours a day. So hope to catch you all then. But until next time, peace out, everybody.